Guys, welcome back to the channel. Lower Michigan Adventures. They call me Jimmy Boy. They call me Jimmy Boy. And I'm your new friend. What we have today is we have a little product review brought to you by Brinyte. Brinyte PT16 is a tactical flashlight. It has brightness output up to 2000 lumens. This beam intensity reaches 92,500 candela. Has a range of up to 600 meters. Can you imagine that? Up to 600 meters. Now today I'm not going to do tests like everybody else. This is an official Jimmy Boy product review, which means they're not paying me to make this video. I'm giving you my honest review and thoughts and feedback. Now what I want to do is I'm going to test this. I'm going to test it hard. I actually asked them to send me two. Now they sent this to me for free. I am not getting paid for making this video, and this is not a scripted video by no means. I don't do scripted videos, so anybody that reaches out to me, any company that wants me to do a scripted video, it's not going to happen. I only do Jimmy Boy official product reviews, my style and my way. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to go through this flashlight a little bit, and I have been testing this for a couple weeks now. I plan on taking it out and showing you later on, either today or tomorrow. We're going to show you how it performs outside and so on and so forth. This flashlight actually has, and the reason why I had them send me to is because I'm gonna risk one of them. So I'm gonna test this to its max, and if it fails, you're gonna know. And I'm still gonna have a flashlight. So they said that this can actually be dropped. We're gonna test it out. If it fails, then that's not gonna be good. But I got two of them, so I still have one. So we're gonna test it out for durability, more so than a lot of the other creators. Now, what I also planned is I'm actually creating a public playlist for Brinyte, the PT16 tactical flashlight. So if you want to go check out more intense reviews, more dedicated, intense reviews, and possibly make the right decision about buying one of these based on more of its performance, I'm just gonna kind of just put it through the ringer, basically, as far as really pushing it, dropping it, putting it, submerging it in water. It's supposed to be IP68, which is pretty darn good. I noticed that this here, it's got this here flap, and it doesn't seem like it's sealed super good, but I had like a little magnifying glass, and I kind of looked down inside that, and it looks like the chamber inside there is really sealed good. So I think that this is actually sealed better than what I think, but we'll find out when I dunk it down in water and see how it holds that way. This is supposed to be, let me see if I can do this. I may have to adjust this slightly this way. Let me bring this one over here. We'll get you up a little bit closer here. I apologize, my friends. It's supposed to be kind of a little bit of a more roll proof. I like that it has this clip. It also nice grip, and I'll tell you what, being tactical, look at that end. Look at that lens, right where that lens is. You imagine if somebody broke in to your house and this is right beside your bed, you grab a hold of this, it could be very dangerous. Yeah, I would consider this to be very tactical and very aggressive for home protection. I'd keep it right next to the nightstand. So this here Brinyte PT16 actually uses a luminous LED with a lifespan of 50,000 hours. So this thing is going to last a long freaking time, to be honest. I'm going to unscrew this. This is the tail, and it actually has a switch there. It has 2 buttons. And you're going to have to do your homework a little bit on that. It's a little tricky, but it's not too tricky. One thing that I'm pretty impressed about this here flashlight is the battery capacity. 5,000 milliamp. So 5,000. Wow. It's a 21,700. Maybe I got to get my Jimmy Boy glasses. Hang on. My other glasses, my reading glasses. I think I goofed it up. That's why it's an official Jimmy Boy. A Jimmy Boy. Let me see. It's 3.6 volts. 18 WH. I think that's watt hour. 18 watt hour. 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Brinyte. A lot of these batteries generally ain't this robust. You know, they're not 5,000 milliamp. Most of them aren't that robust. So this is a big plus, the battery. And it's rechargeable lithium ion battery technology, which is pretty much a decent battery technology that's used in most cell phones and most of your devices. And this right here, this flashlight, it's actually, I like the grip. Let's see if I can put this back together properly and not mess it up. There we go. Screws back together. This little ring right there. Ooh. Caution. They said caution, Jimmy. Caution, Jimmy. There's your light. We're going to take it out later on and show you outside, but ooh, man. Look out. Caution. Really bright. Really bright. Super bright. Super bright. Back it down. Ooh. Now let's see. That's a little bit lower. Lower light intensity. Medium. Higher. And then higher. Nope. I think you got to hit this one. I don't think that's the highest. Well, it's one of those kind of things that I had it out to the lake, and I'll tell you what, this thing's super bright. This has a battery indicator light right here.
The intensity of this beam is 92,500 candela. So it's super bright, and it peaks out at 2,000 lumens. So it steps up. You got different stages of step up. So
warning, warning. Here comes the strobe light. So if this bothers you, turn away. Warning, warning.
Strobe light. Boom. So it's got a strobe. That feature, I think that feature, when it's right next to your nightstand, if you heard somebody break in, and it's got a little light on it, so you could easily see the little light and then kick it real quick and then blind them and then grab a hold of this, and yeah, very tactical.
So let me go over real quick to make sure you understand what it comes with when you buy the standard kit. So the standard kit would come
with one flashlight, one lanyard, a rechargeable battery that lasts
an awful long time, and also comes with the charging cable, and also comes with the 2 little O-rings, and a warranty and an informational card. So that's everything that's in the box. And I think that this basic one is right around $94, something like that. It may be a little bit cheap at the time of this video. I think it was $94, but you could add a few things to it, and um, there also might be some savings too. So I think it was like $94. I mean, I'll find it and put it somewhere. The pricing right up over here somewhere, either in this corner or this corner, so we got more of an accurate. We'll scroll right down through here real quickly, over here or over here, and somewhere in the corner, and give you the website of how much this actually is and some of the different options, like throughout here or over here. It'll be up in one of these corners, so you can look that up and see a little bit more about it.
All right. All right. I'm trying to be a professional. I'm all dressed up. I got my tie on, and I'm styling and profiling. And so we'll get back with you more later on when we get this outside and do other testing with this. And yeah, thank you very much. Until we meet again under the stars. This is AKA Jimmy Boy. They call me Jimmy Boy. They call me Jimmy Boy. And if I ain't got these cheaters, I can't read the small print. So it made it a little difficult. So I got to have my official Jimmy Boy glasses. They call these official. They're the backwards glasses, Jimmy Boy. And
I appreciate Brinyte
for sending this to me for test and review. I appreciate that they sent me 2 of them. And I hope that the one survives the torture I'm going to put it through. And if it doesn't, I'll at least have one. And you guys will know the results. So at the end of the video. So this is a durability test. And don't try this at home unless you got a second flashlight, and we'll find out if it's really worth the money. We'll find out if it's worth the money. If you're going to pay up, you might as well get a good deal. It might as well be tested hard, and that's what I'm here to do, if you get my drift. All right, guys.
Well, today what we're planning on doing, it's early morning. It's like 6:20 a.m. What I want to do is take this Brinyte PT16 tactical flashlight and see what kind of light this actually puts out, what kind of throw it'll actually give us. And so far I've been testing this over the last few weeks, kind of beating it down. I actually got 2 of these flashlights. They sent them to me for free for review. I'm not getting paid for this video, so that's why I wanted 2.
And it's not scripted, by the way, either. So it's a Jimmy Boy official product review, my style, my way. And I appreciate Brinyte for sending this for me to abuse to see exactly how durable this flashlight right here actually is. And is it worth it? I mean, it's $90+
buy one of these, so
I'm already impressed with the battery itself. So let's get to testing before we get too much daylight, and let's see what we can come up with. So we got the green lights on right there. So this makes it really easy for you to see this if it's setting up on a nightstand. So to grab it in the middle of the night in case intruders come in. And then this right here, this end, is very aggressive. So if you grab this and somebody comes at you and you know, somebody's going to get hurt. Anyways, let's get right into it. First thing first, the back of it. Let's see. That's the strobe. Okay, let's start with going right here. Let's take it down to its lowest setting. Right there is, right there is the lowest setting. Right there. So that's low, medium, high, and then this is turbo. So let me take you this way. There's a building over there. That throws an awful long way. There's a building right there. There's signs right down here. That's on that turbo mode, which would be, I think it says it can throw up to 600 meters. So it's awful bright, awful bright. And then, let's see if I can get this. Is this SOS or strobe warning? So if you're sensitive to light, let me turn it over here towards a tree. Let's go towards this tree. If you're sensitive to light, you might want to turn away. So let's see. That function works pretty darn good. Yeah, I like the flashlight. It's pretty cool. I like the aggressive end. I like that it's got a nice clip, a nice little clip right here, and it seems to be very durable. And we're gonna test it in water. I'm gonna submerge it and I'm gonna drop it. And if it passes those two tests, I'm gonna highly recommend it. So stay tuned for the next clips, and we'll get back with you later on this afternoon. We'll get back with you later on this afternoon. This is Jimmy Boy.
So we made it out to the nice little park, and we got our light on. I'm gonna do the drop test and see how durable this is. It says 1 point something meters, so like 3 feet.
So we'll drop it right here.
Still works. Still works. Still works. Okay. Now the step-on test still works. Now I'm gonna go test it for the water.
So I got my dog's leash right here, and what I'm gonna try to do is put it up here through this clip, and we're gonna do the water test and see how it performs. This is supposed to be IP68 rating, which means it's really pretty good. I'm gonna turn this on right here, and let's go test it out. We got her on. I'm hoping I'm not gonna lose this. There she goes. She's submerged. How long should we leave it under? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should it be taking on water by now? It's submerged. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's try this one more time. Here we go. There we go. She passed the submerged test. She's waterproof. She does a great job. I think it's very durable. I think it's a good buy for the money. Guys, go check out this Brinyte PT16 tactical flashlight. I think it's worth the money. And I'm also gonna create a public playlist for other Brinyte videos in case you guys want to check those out. So go check out my public playlist that I'm gonna create for more intense, maybe more in-depth reviews. This is basically a review that was testing durability, the drop test, of course, you know, right into the freaking mud, right into the freaking mud. Step on it, drop it from a table. She's durable. Guys, go pick yourself up one today. The link will be down in the description. They call me Jimmy Boy. They call me Jimmy Boy, and I'm your new friend. Thanks again to Brinyte for sending this to me for review. I know I'm a little bit kooky, fruity, but this is the way I do things. Till next time, my friends, love, peace, and chicken grease.